Welcome back, everyone. This is the pickup video I said that I would show you guys when I put up yesterday my top 20 games of all time, part 2. And we found some really good stuff this week. Let's get started and I'll show you the things we found. First, my wife went to the flea market. Really wasn't anything great there. She picked up 4 games, nothing spectacular. First, we've got Mafia 2 for the 360. And Saints Row the third. I believe they are both complete. Mafia is 2 discs with the manual. I believe she paid, they originally wanted 5 a piece for these. We got them for 8 for both, so $4 a piece. Then she picked up 2 Gamecube games, the wrestling games. I was kind of leery about picking these up, but for the money, I guess they're not too bad. We have got the Day of Reckoning. It is missing the manual, unfortunately. And Day of Reckoning 2. He originally wanted, I think it was 5 a piece for these as well. We got him down to 4 a piece on these. And that's all she found at the flea market, but not an hour later. Thomas called me. He had a friend who wanted to sell his some PS1 import games. He told me what they were. He took a picture of them, and I'm like, okay, that's not too bad. I tried to figure out a price. We ended up at $30. It was like 9 games, I believe. Unfortunately, one of the better ones, it was, I think, Resident Evil Biohazard 2. The disc was cracked, and the case was shattered, so I had to give him that one back. It ended up being $27 for the rest of these. We have got a lot of Gundam games here, which is kind of cool. This is Super Robot Wars Alpha. These are all in really good shape as well. We have got SD Gundam G Generation F. We have got Real Robot Battle Line. We have got SD Gundam G Generation 0. A copy of Super Robot Wars Alpha Gaiden. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that romhacking.net has a translation where you could take an image of these games and use the translation and actually play it in English, which is kind of cool if you have a system that allows you to play copied games. Now, this is probably the crummiest game of all of them, a copy of Gran Turismo. We have got a copy of Arc the Lad 3, pretty cool game. And a copy of Dragon Quest 7. I thought those were a pretty good deal. I can probably get $7, $8 a piece for most of those games, not counting the Gran Turismo game. Not sure how much we're going to be able to get people looking at them, because I know they are import games, but there's people out there that like collecting, especially like the Gundam games. People do like collecting for those, so we may be able to sell those at the flea market. Then my wife on Facebook saw this come up in about 2 hours. We contacted the lady. She said it was a Super Nintendo with 15 games with the hookups. Looks like the system was in pretty good shape. And she showed a copy of Mario World. And we wanted to know what the other games. She had a few pictures, but nothing that looked that great. I think F-Zero was up there. My wife contacted her, and she gave us the list, and I was like, yeah, go pick those up. Basically, it ended up being like 18 games. It's a whole bunch of crap games, unfortunately, but let's say 3 of the games, or at least 4 of the games, made the deal, so it was definitely worth picking up. First, actually, let me show you the Super Nintendo. It's in really good shape. I don't really see any kind of fading on it at all. And I'm going to do these cheap, crappy games really quick. We got King Griffey Jr. Baseball, NBA Showdown. This is not a bad one. Was it Race Driving? Another okay one, Desert Strike. Madden 94, John Madden Football, NBA Live 96, another decent one, Super Off-Road the Baja, Sim Earth. We have got F1 Rock. We've got another copy, looks like Madden 92, NBA 95, Madden 96, and NFL Quarterback Club. So that was all the garbage, basically, we had to take for this deal. Now let me show you the 4 good games. The first one was F-Zero, which I said. I don't have that right now. I'm going to explain why that game is no longer here after I do these games. We have got a copy of Top Gear 3000. For some reason, that's like a $20 game. We have got Super Double Dragon, really decent one. And the one that really made me want to go get the system and games, it was a copy of Super Metroid. Really good shape as well. Well, the reason why I do not have the F-Zero game here is there's a comic book shop in our area in Zephyr Hills. Really friggin' awesome guy. I went up there a couple times. I actually ended up going up there and buying 3 more boxes of comics. They're like 20 bucks a piece for just random commons that I can bring to the flea market. And I want to kind of restock what we have there to let people know I'm getting some new stuff in. He also had some video games. I looked over him and he had some really friggin' good stuff. The reason I do not have the F-Zero game, he has a customer that needed the F-Zero game, and he traded me a copy of Super Mario World for it, which is a really good deal for me. That's an easy sell for me for sure. Then I ended up picking some more stuff up for him. These 4 games at retail, but his prices, not eBay prices, his prices were $195. Actually, I think it was $180 minus the other Mario games. So it was $180. He let me have all of these for $75. 2 of these games, when you hear them, you'll figure out which ones are going in my collection. I am missing these 2. It's just amazing for me to be able to get these games. I'm really excited. But first, we've got Super Mario All-Stars. Easy sell. Another copy of Super Mario World. And the 2 games I am keeping. Again, really excited. Copy of Dragon Warrior 3. Great shape. And a copy of Dragon Warrior 4. These were the only 2 Dragon Warrior games that I was missing. Really happy to get these. As you can see, 4 had 75 on it, and 3 he had 65 on. But again, these 4 games were $75, so yeah, I'm not going to pass it up. He has other stuff. He looked at some of the comics that I had and determined, yeah, I had some really good stuff. I have an X-Men like 94 that's in okay condition. He definitely wants that one. I could tell by how he was talking. I may end up at some point taking that comic up to him and trading for some more games. He said it was like he would sell it for $900, so you know, $450, $400 maybe I can get for it and get some more some games from him. So guys, that is the video. Thanks again for watching.